Hello everybody, this is Rebirth of Legend here with another part to the Antimage tutorial. We're going to be looking at farming patterns. Ooh, very exciting. Do that for fun. So this video aims to cover the first... How the fuck? Oh, we're at the towers. The first 15 minutes of farming on Antimage and how you want to play really absolute free lanes. Not, I shouldn't say absolute free. I mean, there's a point in even like a 1v1 lane where this is the pattern that you wish to use, where you just want to constantly push the tower and then farm camps. Very easy. The only difference between this and my other Antimage farming tutorial video would be that there's going to be points in this video where I'm going to have to point out how you would play this in a normal way, because the way everything works out now, because the creep camps spawn every 2 minutes instead of 1 minute, is that you're going to have oh man, I'm getting tired. Like 4 videos in and talking way too much. Sorry, you're gonna have more free time where you'd be normally pushing the tower more, or you want to spend that time playing more aggressive on like enemy heroes. I shouldn't block this; it's gonna fuck everything up. Oh, whatever. Let's just let it go. Ah, no, we should let the range one through. Perfect. Perfect. I'm really happy that I said it and it happened, because I messed that up. I'd look like a freaking noob. Alright, so I'm going to try and play this like it's a normal lane. Like I was trying to creep control, because generally you'd want to be creep controlling at this point in the lane. Because you'd want to be preventing the supposed enemy offlaner from doing it. If you want to really maximize your farm, hypothetically, if like, let's say the enemy team is running 2 junglers and 0 offlaners, what you'd do is you would literally just start auto-attacking everything down. Instead of deny like this, I'd literally just push it to their tower. Oop. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Double range creep? No, fuck double range creep. No, you gotta go. Yeah, double range creeping makes last hitting very hard, because it drastically throws off your timings. And yes. Yeah, so you want to put... It can be worth it. Oh my god. So it can be worth it to miss creeps in favor of maintaining equilibrium. Wow, I'm fucking bad. Talking. Apparently I'm not a good talker. So what I'm trying to get at here is that it can be worth it at times to miss a creep in order to maintain creep equilibrium. So like if your supports are spending a lot of time zoning out the enemy offlaner, this isn't even going to affect my timings at all, really. Like a little bit, but not significantly. So if your supports are putting like a lot of time into ensuring that the enemy offlaner is shut down, you don't want to be someone who's going to lose control of their equilibrium. So like if it comes down to you getting a few auto attacks off to ensure that the creeps stay pushing towards you, and like that might potentially cost your creep, it's worth making that sacrifice to ensure that the enemy offlaner is going to lose multiple creeps, because you're basically trading... This sucks, I'm gonna miss this one too. No, I got it. You're going to ensure that you get creeps, or sorry, you're trading like 1 creep of yours for like 5 potential creeps of his, or like 10 potential creeps, because the longer you maintain the equilibrium, the less creeps that are going to push towards it. Because when the lane ends up pushing, usually it's going to not be like a single wave that pushes forward, it's going to be some form of a double wave, usually with 2 range creeps, which are worth a lot of experience now. See, like here, I kind of no, we're going to get it. If for some reason this range creep didn't push that range creep into my range, my lane would start pushing towards them, and then my support's work would basically be not for nothing. Like if you zone someone out for 3 minutes, that's very significant. But let's say I did that in the first minute, and then my supports only zone him out for a minute, and then I push a double wave towards him, and then he instantly gets level 2.5. You know, that's a very, very bad way to approach your lane. No, we're gonna get this denied too. So we're gonna start transitioning into how I would play, because let's say at this point I'm gonna purposely lose equilibrium just to give a better example. So we gotta accelerate. Still gotta deny though. So I missed all those other creeps. I gotta last hit my own creeps. That's how it works. Also, I should probably. This was like I actually should be doing it anyway. You should be leveling your mana break over your blink. I don't know why I'm leveling blink right now. It's kind of retarded. leveling your blink is not really going to help you do anything here. Because I'm not blinking aggressively. The only time you really want to level your blink is, let's say, if you're against a really aggressive and very mobile lane. Like, let's say you're against like a dual lane and one of them is like a Clinks or something. So, like, if you have a blink on a very long cooldown, you'll be able to use that time to just aggressively run you down. So we're going to go with the Ring of Health. I should do treads if I want to be maximum farm efficient, but I really don't want to point out. I really don't want to, like, make it look like because I'm against bots, I'm able to do things that in real games you couldn't do. A lot of the times you could. I shouldn't say a lot of the time. I should say maybe 10% of games, it would be more justifiable to get treads first over your Ring of Health. But Ring of Health first, even if you have a lot of regen left, can still be worthwhile, as we explained in the previous video. So, I'm actually wasting time right now. This is stupid. I got distracted while talking. Right now, I should have actually been jumping to this camp. But we have lots of time right now, because I don't think I'm in a state where I'll be able to clear out multiple camps. So I've got a minute and 50 seconds to clear out 2 camps. So we're going to auto this down. Okay, we get that timing. Perfect. Don't have treads yet. Can't swap. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to do a huge amount to this camp. Or I shouldn't be able to get much more through this until this wave pushes back. Oh no, don't tell me I have to go yet. Nope, no phone call. This video is like perfectly timed because I think it's only going to take me about 15-18 minutes to make the whole video. See, this is something I'm doing that's kind of bad. I should have jumped back to lane. It's kind of like a bad habit of mine, and I'm going to let people know in the future that you should always prioritize, particularly now that camps spawn every 2 minutes because you have tons of time in between creep waves. But you should pretty much always prioritize lane creeps over camp creeps because they're generally more valuable, like at an individual level. Unless it's a big creep you're killing, a lane creep's generally worth more. Like that's 37. There's not many creeps over here that are going to go over that. Like anything apart from the big satyr is not going to go over that. So it wasn't worth missing that because, like, keep in mind, I'm going to clear out this camp and this creep would have only had like 3 attacks on it. I'm going to have plenty of time to get 3 attacks off before I get over here. Or even if I don't, I'll be able to jump over here and then jump back to here and get that last attack off. See, now I'm doing it again. But I have to clear this one now, so that the whole camp respawns. I kind of have a high level of blink though, so I think I only missed 1. I missed 2. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. None shall hinder me. Yeah, so that was another inefficiency. Like, that's a bad habit of mine that people need to not get into. Don't worry about leaving camps like partially like undone, you know? It's not the end of the world. The end of the world is, well, nothing to do with Dota, I guess. But now that I have the treads, those camps are going to clear much quicker, and I won't make as many of those mistakes. Because the treads really open up those camps in like a full manner. Because the timing just works out with the 30 attack speed, I'm going to clear these and have a lot more time to get back here. Because you know it's like, motherfucker. If I had treads for the for this camp, I wouldn't have missed either of those creeps because it would have been done probably 5 seconds sooner. Oh, we're about to do it again. Oh no! Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! Oh, breaking the habit. This thing's gonna reprioritize to me, but I'm being lazy about it. I let it reprioritize to me and didn't get the creep. It's the worst thing you can do in life. But like, let me stress that while I'm missing a lot of creeps in this video, it's really not that important. Not that it's not important to hit creeps. It's not necessarily that important that I'm missing creeps because of how efficient the farming pattern is. If anything, it's going to mimic what you'd experience in like a real game, right? Where like, there's going to be situations where you're not going to hit creeps because I'm harassing an enemy or I'm doing some other task that occupies my time. Fuck. It's not going to beat the tower. I think we should be able to get back. We've used all of our blinking mana. Got some problems here. Get close. That's a little close. Tower's gonna get me. Can't believe I missed that one too. This is not my day. Like I said, not really the emphasis of this video. Although I still feel proper Dota shame for doing it. See, when I went back to that, and it's gonna be close. I think I'll be able to kill this guy. Oh, we're not gonna have the blink. That's gonna fuck me. Well, that's what I get. That's what I get for messing everything up. So since I'm low on mana, you just want to lose a creep for it. Whatever. I don't want to waste the mana blinking there because I've used so much. So here we're going to take 20 damage, because 20 damage is going to really help with your jungling. Generally, that's going to now be equivalent to how you'd farm if you had gone stats this whole time. So 20 damage is going to be really big, because how much did I increase my damage by? Roughly 20%. Those two. So now we're going to have to travel farther into the woods, because I messed up that one camp, which is totally fine. If you look right now, I'm at 75 creeps at 10 minutes. It's actually kind of low, but it's going to start accelerating, because I probably missed, like, an extraordinary amount of creeps so far. I've dishonored my family. But I'm still pretty confident that I'll hit 10 by, even with this very subpar play, I'm still pretty confident I'm going to hit 10 creeps a minute by, probably 15 minutes? 13 might be ambitious, because of how much I fucked up. It's a possibility. So the reason you step back like this is because the creeps are going to de-aggro. So here they start walking back, it kind of saves me like an auto attack. And you can kind of start walking back like in between your auto attacks, like kind of how I was doing there. So here, because I had to go so far from that camp, there's almost no way you're not going to miss something if you go for that camp. Unless you literally start going to it. Oh wow, I'm actually going to... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Missed it, but that's okay. Yeah, cause see, like now that I'm able to aggressively push this down, like each progressive item I get, I mean this is gonna sound like a really obvious statement, improves it. There's like an exponential growth in how efficiently I clear out camps. So I think I'm gonna push this one. I should encounter a camp right here. I'm gonna kill it. Are they not here? There they are. So I'm gonna push this, and then I'm gonna jump back, and I'm gonna be able to do all. Is it gonna be all three? Maybe it'll be all three. And there's something I'm going to do that I think is going to be a little questionable. Fuck me. Give item courier. Well, that's fucking shiesty. Tower's actually going to go down. Kind of screws up our firing pattern a little bit. I can't believe I forgot to make the courier. It's also going to fuck us up. Item courier. There we fucking go. It's okay. I'm not gonna have a stout shield, but we're gonna survive. It's like notice I'm able to get back to basically like all three. So that should have, like, normally that camp would be meaning a little closer to here, so it's gonna be a little annoying to get to. But because I pushed it in the way I did, where I like basically walked up to the tower and finished pushing it, this would normally be meeting like here, which would be a little easier to get to. Now we're having that awkward moment where, like, if there was an offlaner here, this tower would still be up, and I would probably spend this small amount of time pushing the tower. Which obviously in this situation I can't do because my creeps killed the tower because of the farming pattern. Fuck me. We're using. Alright, but I think this run should get us there. This pass there. Means I need to get 17 more creeps over. So I need to get 27 creeps over the next minute. Might be possible. It's gonna be close. Alright. So here's another thing, like if the courier is hypothetically not in use, you can go here and finish the battlefield right now if I wanted to. Totally possible to do that. But if the courier is not in use, why would I detour from my route of farming to make my way over to here? Wow, this is actually really slow considering how I played this. It's slow. I should say it's slow because of how retarded I played. Like, I probably missed like 20 creeps so far. Which literally just sets back fucking everything. Yeah, so I'd rather spend my time getting up to a creep wave and farming then walk over here just to complete a Battle Fury, and I can just use the courier to get it. That being said, if you're pretty close to the camp and you don't want to waste the courier's time, that's fine. But if I'm like here, like, let's say I'm farming one of those camps, I'm not gonna like work my way. Motherfucker, whatever. We'll just tank some shit here. Wow, you can salve through that. That's pretty. It's retarded. Game's stupid. Why do we all play Dota? We're gonna go this first. I guess I really can't get into it here, or I guess I don't have to get into it here, but I still think Vlad's is very, very core in Antimage, even with the change to Vanguard and Abyssal Blade. Oh, that's actually a huge wave. I should not have gone here. And it's this fucking new piece of shit camp. So this is like a comment to myself, but it's like a small chance I might not use this video. But if I do, just know that I'm really tired and that's my excuse. Worked like 12 hours today. Being fucking manual labor. So this is the part I was getting to where I think it's a little questionable. They've just recently made that change to Blink, where they moved the Blink from your ultimate ability and they replaced it with that Mana Void cooldown. Should be here. And they moved like the Blink reduction to level 15 talent. And I'll be honest, I haven't really tried it. And I can't say for certain which one's better, but I think 20 attack speed is going to help your solo killing potential. Which we're going to talk about solo pickoffs in like another video, and how it's a pretty core function of playing Antimage. And how you should execute it and random shit like that. And how it's really important for coming back units from behind. Those are probably two separate videos, but that's okay. Yeah, so we walk to this camp. Okay, so now your illusions get attack speed. They get raw attack speed. They used to only get attack speed from stats, right? So getting like a Mjolnir wouldn't give your illusions any attack speed, so it was a relatively weak pickup on Antimage. So there could be arguments made for buying Mjolnir now because it's going to make your illusions hit like so much harder. So the 20 attack speed, while it's going to help my jungling, later on it's also going to help my solo pickoff potential. Because of Alright, so let's say we're doing 15 minutes. Okay, well we hit over 10 a minute already. If I executed this better, I probably could have hit 10 a minute by 10 minutes if I did it really well. Or like 12 minutes. Where if I played a little less mediocre, but still some type of mediocre. Yeah, so that's the general idea. You want to push and then farm these camps. It's so simple, but I just like making a video explaining the motions. I thought about doing it from like a perspective of going over a game that I played, but that's kind of hard because it's like me. I'd have to watch it like 2 times so I could like go over in detail and then explain in real time what I believe I was thinking at the time. I'm like, yeah, this is so much easier. It's more relaxed. I get to just do whatever. I mean, I guess watching replay is also relaxed by definition, right? But yeah, so like, look at this. It's 18 minutes in. At this pace, I'll have my Yasha in another, my full Manta style in another 2 minutes. And like, we can objectively say I lasted like a retard this game. It probably safely shows how laning phase would go. Alright, I'm leaving in a second. So yeah, that's probably where we're gonna end the video. I mean, obviously, you'd actually, if you didn't kill these towers, you'd open up like more creeping opportunities for you. If you had a laning opponent, that would, you know, kind of prevent you from killing those towers. But I'd say this similar net worth is not unreasonable in a very well executed AM game. So when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, top 1% of games. I mean you could do something similar to this performance you see right now, and maybe like 10% if you're a fairly proficient anti-mage player. Like, I'd say probably 10% of my games look similar to this in terms of item timings. I think I had like a 1330 Battle Fury treads. Then I had a Yasha or Vlad's about 2 minutes after that. Those aren't unusual timings if you have a relatively decent lane. Like if I have to 1v1 a Pudge as anti-mage, it's the funniest thing in the world. You get the best games of your life. But okay, I'm gonna end this video here now, and this helps. I guess the next one we'll focus on... I'll think about it, and we'll see. We'll see whatever's next in the sequence. That's how this works. That's how I'm gonna do it. So I've decided things.